There is no easy moment to take the hard decision, but you have to be brave enough to do what it takes. Sometimes life puts us in front of a choice: take action or simply do nothing. And by the way, meet the consequences in both cases. I'm always for the movement, and if I have an opportunity to change my life for the better, I'm definitely in it. However, many people try to avoid tough decisions and follow the smooth path. But this is self-deception. If you want to reach the goal, be ready to face numerous challenges in a very inconvenient circumstances. In this video, I'll tell you why difficult decisions are part of your growth, and I'll start from the last story. Probably one of the last ones. The decision to leave the company where I had everything. I worked for a Web3 startup for several years and I achieved a great result there. So that place, it gave me a lot. My team created a project almost from scratch, developing the infrastructure and even the product itself. Thanks to it, I saw from the inside how businesses are developed, how they capture the market and gain influence. However, everything comes to an end, and at one moment I understood I have to move on. I gave a lot to that place and received so much. I'm very grateful for that. But there I was only a hired employee, so after my leave the system didn't collapse and continued to work. It was a very difficult decision. I got attached to my team, to the project itself, to the atmosphere of startup, fintech startup. It was cool. I believe that any action is better than waiting, and my action was to move on. I knew for sure that I'll miss it. But there is no growth if you stay in your comfort zone. Sometimes you have to make a leap of faith to discover a new reality, new people and new opportunities. At such moments, it's better to gain as much courage as you can. But before making any step, ask yourself, is this something that you really want? If the answer is yes, so act. This is your life and you control the course. If you feel insecure, it's better to understand its causes and make any step only after that. Be conscious with your desires, but at the same time, be brave enough to pull the trigger when it's needed. Many people are afraid of change, but in my opinion, they don't have to be scared, because why to limit yourself with your current thinking? Accept changes and use them in your advantage. Only in this case you'll be able to achieve what you want. You won't become the person who is seeing your boldest dreams if you will be limited by fear, so kill it. I want to tell you about my 3 conclusions that I made about this topic over the past years. First, it's difficult decisions that allow you to grow. It would be very boring if serious results would be achieved by simple solutions. How would it work? Can you just imagine the extent of imbalance that will occur? The most serious results would be achieved by those who don't even know how to think strategically. That's ridiculous. Largest corporations would be led by those who don't have enough experience in it. There will be a total confusion. So, simply speaking, the more serious results you're going to achieve, the more complex path you need to go through. Read the biographies of famous people and pay a special attention to how often they had to make a tough choice. They can go astray or they can stop fighting for their ideas. This is the easiest thing to do. But again and again, they crossed over their limits and expanded their horizons. There is no other way. In 2008, Elon Musk decided to invest his own capital in Tesla Motors. He would either save the company or he will become a bankrupt with a lot of debts, billions of debts. In 2012, Mark Zuckerberg decided to acquire Instagram for $1 billion. Today, Statista estimates the value of Instagram brand at nearly $35 billion. Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy, was the first man who decided to transfer almost all the assets of his company into the Bitcoin, despite all the criticism. Let's see where it leads. But since that particular moment when MicroStrategy started to buy as much BTC as they can, their shares skyrocketed almost 250%. Does courage pay off? Depends on the situation. No one will guarantee you the success just because of it. Before making any difficult decision, you have to think strategically about the outcomes of this event. But I'll repeat it once again. Without tough decisions, there wouldn't be any growth, so be prepared for them. Second, fear is normal, but you have to be able to overcome it. If you believe that strong and rich people they don't feel fear at all, you are wrong. It just doesn't stop them. When you play a video game, defeating one opponent after another, you upgrade your character. Here everything works the same. Defeating one fear after another, you become stronger. The next time you'll face a difficult choice, it will be much easier for you to take the first step. I had a period in my life when I specifically did what scared me. It wasn't easy at all, but it helped me to grow. If you follow this strategy, your limits of possible expand every day. The result of such practices is felt over time, so don't expect to see the instant result, because at the very beginning it will be very difficult to go beyond. But this skill is like any other skill, you have to develop it. Muscles will not grow themselves if you are just afraid to approach the gym equipment and staying away. If you want an additional confirmation, just talk to your friends who achieved a lot. I think you have such person whom you admire and respect. Great option. Ask him or her about the strategy when desire and fear coexist. How to act in this situation. I'm sure that the answer will confirm my words. Strong people, they don't surrender to fear. They're subdued. Do you know what does it mean? They turn the fear into a tool that makes them even stronger. The perception of everything depends on your point of view. If you're looking for opportunities, they appear literally everywhere. If you only notice top factors, the movement will be very slow and hard. Remember, strong people, they also afraid, but they use this fear, it makes them even stronger. Third, learn to act here and now. Procrastination, it kills your potential. The more you develop the habit to postpone important actions, the weaker you become. It simply will be much more difficult for you to set some complex tasks and achieve them. They demand responsibility and commitment, and the ability to do what it takes. When next time you'll decide to reset your alarm or put something off, think about this. What would a truly successful person do? Would he or she push it to the limit or just quit in the middle? Start to associate yourself with the person you want to become, so look ahead and take action. If you want to succeed, start thinking like you're already there. Remove all the unnecessary habits. Your behavior shapes your reality, so let it make you stronger. Everything what doesn't develop you, in fact, makes you weaker, even if you don't see the effect. The most valuable resource you have is time. You can't restore it even with all your will. So why don't you appreciate it when you decide to take the next big step later, not now? Learn to look at yourself from the outside and objectively estimate all of your actions. Do they bring you closer to the goal? Perhaps often looking at yourself you don't feel proud. Why is it happening? Because you know you don't give 100%. Because you understand you can do better. So maybe you should stop feeling sorry about yourself and give one indulgence after another. The result won't come by itself. If you value your time, you get closer to people you admire. Otherwise, you are engaged in self-deception, or in fact you just don't want to reach the goal. So, difficult decisions are such because they require your responsibility and dedication. There is no moment when it won't cost you an effort to take the step without any pressure. Learn to use it for your development and act without procrastination. The victory will be yours. Guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. As usually, I appreciate your view, I appreciate your following. So, if you like this video, give me your like if it was useful for you. If it wasn't, give me your dislike, I'll notice it and make the next video even better. Follow my channel and see you guys in one day after tomorrow. Thank you very much.